The Laws of Life and Death. Report of a lecture delivered in Oakland on March 7, 1900, with editorial comments of the Oakland Tribune. Swami Vivekananda delivered a lecture last evening on the subject, The Laws of Life and Death. The Swami said, "How to get rid of this birth and death? Not how to go to heaven, but how one can stop going to heaven. This is the object of the search of the Hindu." The Swami went on to say that nothing stands isolated. Everything is a part of the never-ending procession of cause and effect. If there are higher beings than man, they also must obey the laws. Life can only spring from life, thought from thought, matter from matter. A universe cannot be created out of matter. It has existed forever. If human beings came into the world fresh from the hands of nature, they would come without impressions. But we do not come in that way, which shows that we are not created afresh. If human souls are created out of nothing, what is to prevent them from going back into nothing? If we are to live all the time in the future, we must have lived all the time in the past. It is the belief of the Hindu that the soul is neither mind nor body. What is it which remains stable? Which can say, "I am I"? Not the body, for it is always changing, and not the mind, which changes more rapidly than the body, which never has the same thoughts for even a few minutes. There must be an identity which does not change, something which is to man what the banks are to the river. The banks which do not change and without whose immobility we would not be conscious of the constantly moving stream. Behind the body, behind the mind, there must be something, which is the soul, which unifies the man. Mind is merely the fine instrument through which the soul, the master, acts on the body. In India we say, "A man has given up his body," while you say, "A man gives up his ghost." The Hindus believe that a man is a soul and has a body, while Western people believe he is a body and possesses a soul. Death overtakes everything which is complex. The soul is a single element, not composed of anything else, and therefore it cannot die. By its very nature, the soul must be immortal. Body, mind, and soul turn upon the wheel of law. None can escape. No more can we transcend the law than can the stars, than can the sun. It is all a universe of law. The law of karma is that every action must be followed sooner or later by an effect. The Egyptian seed which was taken from the hand of a mummy after 5,000 years and sprang into life when planted is the type of the never-ending influence of human acts. Action can never die without producing action. Now, if our acts can only produce their appropriate effects on this plane of existence, it follows that we must all come back to round out the circle of causes and effects. This is the doctrine of reincarnation. We are the slaves of law, the slaves of conduct, the slaves of thirst, the slaves of desire, the slaves of 1,000 things. Only by escaping from life can we escape from slavery to freedom. God is the only one who is free. God and freedom are one and the same.